Well, good evening, everybody. Ken Johnson here with you on this incredibly cold February 18th night. And the kind of cold that we have in place right now, folks, is very similar, in my opinion, very similar to what we had in 2021. The difference between this cold snap and what we had in 2021 was this cold snap will not be quite as long lasting. That cold snap lasted for what, 10 plus days or around 10 days below freezing. We won't be that cold. We won't be that cold for that long. Plus, we had a lot of snow on the ground, and we don't have a lot of snow on the ground this go around. There is some little dust particles in the ground out there, but in general, there is it's not too much. In fact, the bigger snow amounts. I don't even know if places like across northern parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas really got a whole lot. I know that some of those forecasts up there were calling for feet of snow, and I don't think they got that much. But I don't know for sure, how much snow actually fell there. But I don't think they got as much snow as they were anticipating up that way. But one thing is for certain, we are extremely cold outside tonight, and it's going to remain this way for the remainder of the night, tomorrow night. And it looks like it's going to be this cold into probably early Friday. Of course, the wind won't be as much of a factor by then, but the wind tonight and tomorrow remains a factor. So it looks like we got at least one person already reporting that power is already beginning to flicker at their house. That's not good. We don't want to strain on the power grid. I don't know what goes on with the power grid when it gets this cold outside. I don't know what happens with the supply. I know that back in 2021 there was something about not enough supply was purchased for that kind of a cold outbreak. Or something along those lines. But let's hope we don't go into that again tonight. And I don't. It's cold across most of the state of Texas, but it's not, like I say, it's not on the same spectrum as 2021. I mean, temperature wise, similar right now, but as far as long lasting and not quite as widespread. In fact, I can show you now if we could. I'll go to another graphic here. Let's see here. So if we let me mute this. Let's see here. So if we let me mute this here. All right. So can you guys hear me? Just making sure you can hear me now. Looks like hello, 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 hello. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see if I can turn this up just a little bit. All right. So what I got going on here is I've got the radar graphic up first at this point in time. So earlier and throughout much of the afternoon and evening hours, we've had snow showers across the area. In fact, if you were in some areas on the south side of lakes like Lake Arrowhead and Lake Kemp, those bigger lakes, you saw probably a little enhancement in some of the snowflakes, a little lake effect snow. What happens is those water temperatures are a lot warmer than this cold air flowing over it, and that creates a bit of condensation. It almost looks like steam, or it's really fog, is what it is. And it's that moisture that rises up, and that moisture gets caught up in the cold air and gets pushed downwind, and that creates little snowflakes. It turns into moisture. It creates little snowflakes, and we saw some of that today. And it's not uncommon to see that. You normally don't see big lake effect snows like you do up around the Great Lakes, those areas, but either way you're looking at it, the moisture content is really dried in the lowest levels of the atmosphere tonight. So the snow is mostly gone over us. There's still some areas of snow over near east of I-35, and there's some snow areas there, pretty good snow areas there across northeastern parts of Oklahoma and northwestern Arkansas, probably coming down at a pretty good clip up that way. Oklahoma City is clear of the snow, and everything is looking okay. As far as road conditions go in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and throw yellow out there, and we probably could go ahead and probably throw it through at least 9 or even 10 a.m. But to be honest with you, driving to and from work, I ran into zero issues, zero. I didn't see anybody spinning around out there. I didn't see any ice on the roadways. I do suppose that maybe on some of the lesser travel roads, there could be maybe a little bit of some of that light snow we saw today on those. But again, roads appear to be in pretty good shape. But I'm just going to urge caution through at least 8, 9 a.m. in the morning. But in general, they do not look that bad. I think by far more of the bigger concern is the temperatures outside tonight. Before I go to this, I want to show this graphic here. And if you kind of take a look at all of this, Now, give me a second. I got to get something on here. I didn't realize it wasn't on here. I thought it was. Got to get my sponsor logo back on here. I don't know why it keeps popping off. It shouldn't. Oh, there it is. It is on there. Okay, my bad. I didn't see it. So, but anyway, I'm taking a look here at these graphics here, and if you take a look, watch these temperatures, how they just drop throughout the day. And you can see that cold air just rapidly dropping south. It's cold all the way down into Austin and San Antonio tonight. Not as cold as it is up here, but that cold air will continue to penetrate deep into South Texas. And those 60s and 70s you see down that way, they'll be erased here pretty soon. This is a large, gigantic area, cold air building into the area from the Siberian reaches of the world. This is produced by that polar vortex. And if we take a look at 9 p.m. temperatures, this is the latest temperature outside. It's down to 7 in Altus, feels like minus 15. 9 in Lawton, feels like minus 10. 9 in Duncan, feels like minus 11. 15 in Waurika, feels like minus 1. It's 11 in Falls, feels like minus 8. 13 feels like minus 5 in Graham. Now, those temperatures you see, Bowie, Jacksboro, Bridgeport, those are computer-derived numbers. Those are definitely not going to be accurate. It's much, much colder in those areas than what this is showing here. Likewise in Seymour and Throckmorton. Everybody's somewhere between about 10 and 15 temperature-wise, outside here tonight. And if we take a look at the real field temperatures throughout the remainder of the night into tomorrow morning, here we are between about, let's say, Sunday, we could be back into 60s maybe even. 60s and 70s across the region here. So very cold tonight, and it's going to stay this way through Friday, but better conditions will be here. Better conditions will be here by the time. Well, it looks like we've lost. I'm not sure what happened again. I did just some way somehow I lost audio on that again, and I do apologize, everybody. I did not know that was happening, but for some reason I lost of audio there on that for a moment. I have no idea why, but I did. But anyway, I'm back on here. I was through showing that anyway. So sorry if you missed any of that. So we do got people that are losing power now, which is not good. We don't need to be losing power on a cold night like tonight. So we're starting to see power outages. I'm going to have to relay this over to the newsroom. So as of right now, as far as I don't have official cancellations or anything like that with schools. That is on the news side of things. I don't cover that myself weather-wise. Businesses, I know that they are delayed, but it wouldn't be surprising to me if schools did cancel. It's not because of the roads. I think the roads are okay, but it's just so freaking cold outside. And with the we're just not equipped in this part of the country to deal with cold weather like this. It does get cold here, and occasionally we see these big blasts like this, but usually they're not quite as this at this level. And our power grid just can't, for whatever reason, can't really handle it. And then we're just better equipped to handle the hot weather rather as opposed to this kind of weather here. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if we didn't have school tomorrow, but I'm not saying that that's the case, but it wouldn't be surprising to me, especially if people are losing power. Cameron is at home, Kate. That's where he's at. He's at home. So that's pretty funny. Trey Evans says it's so cold outside, it just farted a snowflake. I could certainly believe you on that. So, yep. I haven't gotten dressed yet, so I got to get that way here in a few minutes. I know, and I haven't been doing as much on social media lately. I've been really sick over the weekend. I was sick, and I couldn't even get out of bed hardly. So I'm better. I'm completely better today, though. So it looks like we got a report here from people on Facebook are saying power is out near MSU. That's not good. So it sounds like our power grid could be failing now. This would not be related to ice. I don't think this is related to ice or snow or anything like that. This is related to the really cold weather and the strain on the power grid that's taking place here. So that's what's causing this here. That's not good. This is just like 2021 all over again. And when I left my house, Lakeside City, after my meal break there, my dinner break, yeah, no issues there. But hopefully, oh boy, I'll have to throw an extra dog on the bed tonight if that's the case, guys. All right, I got to go get dressed for the newscast because we're leading with weather tonight. But I just wanted to bring you up to date on what's going on here. And again, road conditions, decent shape here. Just be cautious if you go be out and about later tonight or in the morning. Bundle up, dress in layers. If you do lose power, just put another blanket, put as many blankets in the bed as you can, snuggle up with your loved one there, your husband or your wife there, and if you got some dogs, throw those dogs in the bed. That's all I can suggest.